Hi, I'm Cienkowski, and welcome to Son of Man Ministries. It's a pleasure to be able to speak with you all today. I'm here today because I want to prove, beyond a shadow of a doubt, very clearly and very simply, prove the existence of God. I think God made it so simple that none of us can have an excuse to say that we didn't know that there's a God, because that's how clear that God made it to us. Now, I know, true, you have to have faith because you can't see God, but you can tell by what's there that God exists. For example, and one of the strongest points I would like to say is life itself. Now, this is real science. I don't want you to miss this. It's real science, what I'm telling you. Life only comes from life, as something cannot come from nothing. Even in multiplications in school, we learn that anything times zero is zero. That's because nothing can come from something, can't come from nothing. Life, as we see it, only comes from life. The only time you ever see life come into this world, think about it, is from life that already existed. The only way a baby is born is by a male and a female, a mom and a dad, copulating, and the sperm cell and the egg cell meet and form what's called a zygote. This is the scientific term used for the first cell that ever comes into your mother's stomach. Every single one of us starts off as this cell. I'm not going to talk about the design just yet, but just the fact and point of how the cell gets there. It's very specific, very scientific. Remember, science is what you can know, what you can see, test, study, repeat. Why isn't the way a baby's born real science? It is real science. It's the only way it can be done, and it's from a male and a female. Now let me talk about the design of the cell as the second proof of God. The design of the cell is so complex that nothing man has ever made can be compared to it. There is nothing, not a computer, not a space shuttle. Nothing is as designed as we are. It said that it would take thousands of books with 1,000 pages each just for the blueprints to build you. That's how special you are. As certain as you can be when you see a space shuttle and a computer that somebody designed it, we can be that much sure that we can see that we were designed. Now the third, I would like to point out that it's not only humans that this happens. This is every single kind of animal reproduces the same exact way. Now I want you to think about this. How else do dogs come into this world? Except for parents, male and female. Same thing with birds. Same thing with fish. The only way life ever comes in this world is by life and by parents. So if you believe that there's no God, then you have to believe that something came from nothing. And this is scientifically impossible. Life only comes from life. You can be absolutely sure. We can test it and study it every single day. I don't care who you are or what school you went to. These are things that everybody, every layman, every average person can look at and see that there's a God and have no excuse about it. Now, I thank you for listening, and I'll do other tapes to show that we can know what kind of God and who God is. But this one, I want to focus on just the fact that we know that there's a God by what we see. I love the watchmaker design. When you see a watch, even if you don't see who made it, you know that somebody had to make it. Look at the solar system. What's more complex, a watch or the solar system itself? The watch goes bad. The solar system is perfectly fine-tuned that we get months, days, and years, winter, spring, summer, and fall, 365 days a year. These are some absolute proofs to show that there's a God. I thank you for listening, and I would love to hear from you. You can contact me at Facebook or Twitter, or come visit us at Son of Man Ministries. I'd love to see you. Thank you, and God bless you.